Hi, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be, has somebody put a hex on you, cursed, and black magic, sent evil eye, something like that, okay? I've just been thinking of doing this topic because honestly, I'm tired of like being accused of doing like spell work or black magic or evil eye on people, and it's like, that's not who I am. I don't do stuff like that. And yes, I have done black magic on somebody before, but it wasn't even revenge. It was justice because they did something to me. They sent me black magic. They did all kinds of spell work. I mean, like the lowest things you can do, and going after somebody's children, and that's something that somebody did to me. They did spell work on me. And anyways, so I did do black magic. I sent it back. Again, it wasn't revenge. It was just justice, giving them back what they had dished out. But again, that is not me. That is not who I am. So for me to be accused of like, did you do black magic on me? Did somebody like that really, really hurt me? And that's not me. That's not who I am. But anyway, so I thought, you know what, let's take a look at you and see if somebody's done that to you, right? And if somebody has, um, send something your way. Okay, we are going to be using 3 piles only today. We're going to be using the Deviant Moon Tarot because it's like, I love this deck. Oh, I'm like, oh, maybe not that picture, right? But I love this deck. Look, the devil. Look at that. It's very like Scorpio vibes to me, so it goes perfect with me. With my energy, Scorpio energy, my vibe. So I love this deck, especially for these kinds of readings. So we're gonna go ahead and split this deck into 3 piles, and then from each pile we'll pull 5 cards in your reading, in your pile. So right now we're going to go ahead and split the deck into 3, and then you will pick a pile. Okay. One more, please. Look at that. 10 of Swords. Look at that. I love this deck. I love the images. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and split it into 3 piles. Okay. So here we have it. So for pile number 1, we're going to be using the worry stones too. For pile number 1, we have Bloodstone. Okay. And there is a word on the bottom of this worry stone that maybe you need to focus on or pay attention to, or something about that word, right? But for pile 1 is the Bloodstone. For pile 2 is Howlite. Pile 2 is Howlite. And then for pile 3, we have Dalmatian Jasper. Okay, pile 3, we have Dalmatian Jasper. Okay, so go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than 1 pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, the Bloodstone, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're going to do modalities. And the modality I've associated this pile with is cardinal. So you could be an Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. Okay. Bloodstone, if you chose Bloodstone, it always gives me like military vibes, warrior energy. Bloodstone, it's really good also for like blocking evil, for blocking evil, removing it. But it's really good, it's believed to be really good for your blood, right? For the blood, for the immune system. So I feel like if you pick this pile, if you've had, like somebody sent something to you, I feel like it's to give you maybe trials and tribulations. It's almost kind of like getting out of one thing and then getting into another. Gives me 9 of Wands energy heavy. Bloodstone gives me 9 of Wands energy, where it's kind of like it's like so much, like it's just one thing after another. And so I feel like if somebody has said something to you, it's been to make life difficult for you, to give you one issue after another, where there's no rest, right? Yeah, so this stone is said to believe like that the red dots are the blood of Jesus, so it's supposed to represent martyrdom. And so Jesus was a martyr who died for sins, right? So it's believed to kind of be associated with that, with being a martyr. So maybe this person wants you to be the martyr, wants you to be the one that sacrifices yourself and goes beyond, and beyond the limits of like doing things and helping and things like that, but it's like to your own detriment, to where it's affecting you. So I feel like if you chose this pile, this person probably just wants you to have a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get 5 from the pile you selected. Let's go ahead and get you 5 cards from the Deviant Moon. Oh, okay, right on my lap too. It is the 3 of Pentacles. Look at that. This is collaborations, working together, teamwork make the dream work, right? This could have been even a coworker, somebody that you worked with. Also somebody that maybe saw you or sees you as competition. Let's see. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so yeah, there's no love here with this person. I feel like this person has maybe even given you things like they've, because she has her hand out like this with the cup. So I feel like if this person has even offered you like friendship, right? Because it's the Queen of Cups. If they've even offered you friendship, it was fake. I feel like it was fake here. Like they were just trying to work you or get something out of you. Again, it's kind of like have you sacrifice or give to them, or, just bend the knee for them too, is what I'm hearing. Then the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and we do have Capricorn here, and we also have Cancer. So we do have two cardinal signs already with these two cards that came out. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag, and like I said, I felt Knight of Wands energy, which is Sagittarius. And oh, it's the King. Did I say the Knight? It's the King of Wands. Look at that, and it's in the reverse. I do feel like this is somebody that maybe you've worked with or you still work with, right? But I do feel like this is somebody you've rolled up your sleeves and worked with like side by side with this person. So this could have been a co-worker. So interesting that these two cards, look how they go together. And they're both in the reverse, the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. And look, you see this here? Look at how it matches up perfectly. Look at that. But then it splits, right? The two cards, they split. So yeah, this could have been a co-worker. And since it is the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, this could have even been a relationship. We have the masculine and the feminine here. She's looking at the masculine and he's looking away. So this could, be maybe somebody that you walked away from or they walked away from you. Because again, I do feel like there's no love here. From this Queen of Cups in the reverse, it's like fake. If this was a relationship, this is fake love, fake friendship, fake whatever. But and here we have somebody not paying attention, not caring. Like, I don't care. I don't. There's two moons here. Yeah, this definitely somebody two-faced. Two sides to this person. Let me get two more, please. Let me get two more. You don't want to come out. Two more, please. No, they don't want to come out. Wow, I'm going to have to pull them out then. Okay. And we have the Emperor. Look at that Aries energy, fire again. Okay, one more. My nose is itching. One more. Again, the Emperor is boss energy. But again, this could have been just a co-worker that maybe tried to boss you around or try to get you to do like their work for them. Let me see. I definitely do feel hater energy from this Emperor, like somebody looking down on other people. Maybe they look down on you. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the truth being revealed, clarity, things coming to light. And then on the bottom, we have the Seven of Pentacles, work, putting work in. This is definitely somebody from work. Okay, so if this is somebody that, was trying to do some type of evil eye or spell work or something, this is somebody from work, definitely. I feel jealousy too. I feel jealousy. Maybe you were getting credit at work for your work and your recognition, and this person wasn't. Because I feel like this Emperor is somebody that is like huffing and puffing, like somebody angry, upset. So maybe if you were getting recognition, this person was like, oh, like that, like huffing and puffing type energy. But let me get some of these haters exposed and see if somebody who see what kind of spell work they've done, if somebody has done that. Okay, let's get some of these cards. Okay. I feel like this person is somebody too that if whatever they've done, it's almost like try to mess with like your body image or the way you view yourself. So maybe they even like said comments to you or to other people that you've heard them make comments, you know, about your body, or just something to make you feel bad about yourself too. I feel like they're trying to also affect your body image, or maybe they've even done spell work to affect your looks, you know, something like that. Okay, we have 79 here. They're mad because you pay no mind to them. Look, see? And like I said, it's very like this King of Wands in the reverse. He's not paying attention to this Queen of Cups. And she's like upset over it. So yeah, they're mad because you pay no mind to them. It's like somebody that was maybe trying to get your attention again, give you this offer of love, this offer of friendship, this offer of whatever, but it was fake. And maybe you saw through it and you were like, no thanks. Okay, what else? I have one face. What else? Ooh, too many cards. I will take the top card though. And we have 28. Energy Vampire. Excessively demanding your attention and emotional support. Again, the attention thing, because you pay no mind to them, they're mad. And then here with the Energy Vampire, they want your attention. So again, somebody that you weren't even like, you know, trying to spend time or attention with. And again, if you were or interacting with them, because it could have been just a coworker, you were interacting with them because you work with them, you have to interact, right? But it's almost like they wanted more. They wanted you to like sacrifice your time and energy and be with them, talk to them, do things for them, help them at work, something like that. But also here with this sword, and she's holding it up to her face really close, I feel like you definitely put up boundaries with this person. Like you were like, no, I don't have time to help you, or I don't have time to sit down and talk, or, you know, it's like you definitely were clear putting boundaries, and it's something that really bothered this person, almost like, oh no, nobody rejects me, or nobody tells me no when I ask for something. Like this is somebody that definitely demands things and expects to get those demands met. Ooh. Causing you to miss out, lose an opportunity. See, definitely work related. And like I said, it's almost like they want you to have like troubles and troubles and troubles to where you're missing out, or you're missing work, or you're missing an opportunity here. You're losing out on opportunities. Okay, personality disorder. They don't know how to be themselves. 68. So this is somebody that likes to copy other people, isn't their true selves, right? Again, I said, like, if they were offering you friendship, if they were offering you love, romance, whatever they were offering, it was fake. It wasn't genuine. Whatever they were offering was not from a genuine place. Okay, let's go ahead and get some of these cards here. You get 3. You get 3 of these, please. Look, stress. Okay. You get 3, please. Ooh. Only you. Oh my gosh. Devoted and attached and crave. And it's an eye watching. This person. Look, this one too. An eye. Just an eye. Just an eye watching. This is somebody watching you. Devoted and attached, crave. Again, they crave your attention. They want your attention. And they're not having it. With you not giving it to them, they're like, oh no, I'm not having that. And I feel like this person has want you to have bad luck too. That's what I'm feeling. It's kind of like luck, like for your luck to be bad. And again, it's almost like one thing after another is what they've wanted for you. Like, you know, mishaps, missing opportunities, how that card said, it's like all these things. Okay, we have breaking point, limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. Here's that overwhelmed again. Breaking point. Yeah, this person could have been like, oh no, this is the final straw. I'm at my limit with you, you know. Because again, you don't give them the attention they want. This is an energy vampire, like that other card said. Okay. And we have boundaries. Oh my gosh, and I said here that you've put up your boundaries, very clear boundaries with this person. And it says boundaries, no drawing the line enough. Yeah, exactly. This person does not know boundaries, and you giving them boundaries, they were like, oh no, 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 no. So I definitely do feel like that was their problem with you. And it's like they want misfortunes for you. They want you to kind of go in that struggle and have one issue after another. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get 2 of these. The hunter, yeah. Can we get 2 of these, please? The manipulator, of course. Number 30, breaking down to a 3. The manipulator. Look at that. Somebody that manipulates, lies, of course, to get their way, to get the attention that they want. And they've manipulated things also for you to Again, miss opportunities. Let's see what they've done. Let's see. Get some cards here. See what else this person has done. This one wants to come out. And we have strength in the reverse, Leo energy, fire again. You might be a fire sign or this person. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay. And we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is definitely, I definitely feel work here. Definitely feel work. And it's like they wanted you to have a loss of money. Again, missing opportunities, how that card said. I feel like whatever they've done, it's like they want you to have one, thing go bad after another. Maybe even like messing up at work, or not being able to get to work because your car broke down. Or maybe you got sick for a few days and you had to miss work and you had to miss deadlines and stuff like that. So I'm getting that type of energy. Okay. And we have the Five of Cups. Look at that. My nose is itching really bad now. There's a storm brewing here behind him. There's a storm. This person is a storm, definitely. I feel like wherever this person is, wherever they go, they bring a storm, especially if things don't go their way. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. Wow. Another 5 here. We have 2 5s, changes, choices, and challenges. And it's in the reverse. Yeah, this person is definitely somebody that's done some type of spiritual work. The Hierophant, he is like the priest, the preacher, that type of energy. It's in the reverse. So somebody's done some type of like spell work, but for in a negative way. And again, I feel like they want all these mishaps for you. So they've definitely done spell work here. It could have to do with at your job too. Like they could be spell work for your job, to the building, because this kind of represents buildings, right? Too. So it's kind of like that building you go to work to get your money. This is where they want the problems. This is where they want the problems to be, at your job. But also for you to have problems in your life to where you're able to miss those opportunities. You're going to, you know what I mean? They want you to miss opportunities at work because you're having all these like other problems in your life. They've definitely done some type of spell work here. And he's got the as above, so below symbols with his hands. Yeah, they've definitely called something in. He has a Ouija board here. They've definitely called some type of spirits in. And again, I feel like it has to do with money. It has to do with jobs. It's like they want you to lose your finances. Okay. And we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Look at that. And he's swallowing a sword. This Knight of Swords, he's swallowing a sword. It's in the reverse. It's communication, right? They want your communication also. For you to have maybe a throat block chakra, for you not to be able to talk to people, communicate. Not tell them also what's going on, maybe so that you can't tell them what's going on. You're just keeping it to yourself to where you're like bottling it up. And people are probably like, well, what's wrong with Pile 1? What is wrong with them? Or why aren't they going to work? Or why are they messing up so much? Or blah, blah, blah. This person is really trying to mess you up. It's a game almost, like, because again, it's like not getting their way. Fire. I'm definitely getting fire. Even though it's the Knight of Swords, which is air, I'm definitely feeling fire here. So Aries, Leo, Sag. We do have Aries here as a cardinal sign, but could be Leo, Sag too. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. What did I tell you about the money? The Knight of Pentacles. Look, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, and now we have the Knight of Pentacles. Your money. He's holding this big bag of money. Okay, and I don't know why, with this big mustache here that he has, and the way he's looking back to see if like anybody's coming after him. I feel like this is somebody again that wants you to lose your money, wants you to get your money stolen. Like he's kind of looks like a bandit robber type, and almost like he stole that bag of money. So I do feel like this person wants you to maybe have a money loss, is what I'm getting here. Some type of spell work here for money loss, job loss, that type of thing. But it's like one thing after another, or it's like you get paid, but then the car breaks down, so you got to pay that, use the money to get the car fixed, and then you get your car fixed, and then it's like the washer and dryer break down, and now you have to get them repaired or get them replaced. So it's kind of like that type of thing. It's like one thing after another. I'm seeing the show Good Times in my mind's eye right now, and a lot of you are too probably young to know this show, but Good Times is a show of this family. I think it was like the 1970s, and they lived like in the ghetto, and there was always like one struggle after another. And just when they'd be happy and be like, okay, the dad got a job now, and it's going to be full time and steady pay and blah blah blah. Next thing you know, they had to shut it down, and then he lost his job, and it was like, just when you think it's going to be okay, it was like every episode was like that in this show. It was called Good Times, and it was like one thing after another with this family, and it was just like they just couldn't keep their head above water. It was always a struggle, and with finances. So that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye here. This person's done some type of spell work, for you to have these struggles. Oh my goodness. I would definitely recommend lighting a return to sender, yeah, a return to sender candle. Also doing a green candle. I have a green candle here. You could light a green candle. Set your intentions for money, blessings of any kind, right? Blessings, abundance, prosperity, and anything that is not yours to go back to where it came from. Okay. Also on the first of the month to do the money rituals. On the first of every month to do money rituals, things like that. Cleanse your energy. I'm also seeing wards, seeing the letter W, so wards. Um, put up wards around your home too. If you don't know how, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that can tell you how to create like your wards, like in jars, and put them around your house. Put up some wards around your house, maybe even a ward at your job. Not a little tiny jar. It doesn't need to be like a big mason jar or anything like that. It could be like a little jar and just some few little ingredients in it. Again, at work, to ward off negative intentions and to keep you from um, receiving those negative things. And again, bloodstone is a really good in accompanying you. It's a really good companion to have, again, to kind of remove and block evil. It's a really good repellent. Okay. All right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, Howlite, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're doing modalities, and the modality of associate this pile with is mutable. So you could be Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius, okay? So here with the Howlite, for those of you that chose this, the Howlite is connected with the 6th and the 7th chakra, which is the third eye, and the crown chakra. So this is supposed to really help you connect with your like psychic abilities, with your connection with spirit, with yourself, with your intuition, to get grounded. Also to get grounded, to have a clear mind. This is also the stone to have, like when you need peace, when you need calm, when you need quiet, when you need peace. This is the stone. It's just going to help you. It's going to quiet your mind too. So maybe there's a lot of thoughts, a lot of chaos, and it's going to help you quiet the mind. So with this stone here, I'm getting like if somebody's done some type of spell work to you, it'd be to kind of mess with you mentally, to mess with your mind. Because again, this is the stone that's going to connect you spiritually and with yourself, and also to quiet and calm the mind. So if somebody did something to you, it's to mess with your mind. Now it is connected with the 7th chakra, which is the crown. And if the crown chakra is off balance, you're most likely going to have like some type of like mental disturbances, like some type of like psychosis, even a spiritual psychosis, depression. There's just going to be like an imbalance in your mind, and also to where you're going to be like having a lot of self-doubt. So where you're constantly, maybe instead of being confident and focused, your mind's going to be like scattered and unsure. So I feel like if somebody did something to you, it's like to mess with you mentally, to get you to doubt yourself, to get you to question your reality too, on what you see, because it's also connected, like I said, with the 6th chakra, also the third eye. So what you see, what you feel, what you perceive isn't real, or isn't really what you feel. So it's basically to kind of throw you off track and off balance with yourself, to get you in that self-doubt about yourself. But let's go ahead, let's get you 5 cards from this pile that you selected from the Deviant Moon. Let's see, 5 cards, please. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. Look at that. It's in the reverse. And his belly button, he has like a root from the plant coming out, connecting to these plants. So again, it's in the reverse. So there's a disconnect here of an unsure of like what's to come, or an unsure of like your thoughts, right? There's a moon here blowing the plants. The moon is like blowing on the plants. So like to shift them out, to move them away, to move these plants out. Again, it's to like for you not to feel secure in yourself, or not secure in your decisions, because here's like, you know, the mind's all about our decisions and what we think, right? How we perceive things, and it's kind of like to just get you like, you know, moving away from your clarity, from being sure of things. Like there's people that, look, the Magician in the reverse. Wow. Okay, so this is Gemini energy, air. We do have Gemini here as one of the mutable signs. Okay, this is definitely spell work. And this is the mind. You know, Gemini's ruler is Mercury, which rules communication, the mind, right? So I do, again, feel like this is somebody messing with your mind. They definitely did some type of spell work here with this Magician in the reverse to mess with your mind, with your view and your perception of reality. So it's like seeing something and going, no, I didn't really see that. No, no, it's just, you know, and you kind of start having that self-doubt about yourself. Then we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's a disconnect here also. And because we do have this connection here from the belly button, from the, you know, something in the womb, because this moon here looks pregnant. There's a disconnect over here, though. There's a connection here, then there's a disconnect here. So this is like whatever this, you know, Two of Cups, right, is kindred spirits, could be a family member, soul ties, soul connections, things like that, but it's in the reverse. So this could have been a soulmate, or somebody that you thought was a soulmate turned out to be a karmic soulmate, in whatever way, romantic, friendship, family, whatever. And it turned out it wasn't what you thought with this person. I'm also seeing a pair of scissors in my mind's eye. So you definitely did cut them. There was a cut here in this connection. Okay, we have the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. She's walking on stilts. Very interesting. Because I'm like feeling like walking on eggshells. Also kind of not knowing where you're walking towards too, because again, it's like mentally you're, you know, you're not sure of where to go, what decisions to make, what to do. It's like you're questioning and doubting yourself. So this is what they want for you to question and doubt yourself, to be at a crossroads constantly, like a crossroads where there's decisions and you just get stuck there and you don't know what decisions to make, you don't know what path to take, you don't know what to do, where to go. I heard lose your footing. Okay, so Page of Cups in the reverse. Wow. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. And it is in the reverse. We have two pages in the reverse. This could be two people. This could be multiple people. Or what's on the bottom? We have the Six of Swords. Look at that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, more air element. This could be somebody younger than you, or it could be multiple people. Um, this could even be three people too, is what I'm feeling here. We do have two pages here. And we do have the Two of Cups, but I'm getting this could be three people actually, even though we do have the twos here. This could be three people that are sending you negative energy, and again, one that has done some type of spell work. So with me seeing the scissors, you've cut this person or these people out, but also the scissors are telling me that you need to do some type of cord cutting. Definitely a cord cutting here. Okay, and you don't have to know who did this spell work on you to do a cord cutting. You can just set the intention for whoever is, you know, sending negative energy your way to remove it. Okay, let's get some of these cards here. This could be family too, is what I'm getting. This could definitely be like blood related people. Okay. And like I said, it could be 1 or 2, but I'm feeling it could even be 3 here. And these could be people that are actually like blood related to you. Okay, we have beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. Yeah, so again, it's like wanting you to be at those constant crossroads and you not knowing what to do and getting stuck. And how it says new direction, start over. Again, it's the crossroads and just being stuck. Okay, we have commitment, 54 breaking down to a 9, 43 breaking down to a 7. Marriage, promises, and fidelity. Look at that. Marriage, promises, and fidelity. We have 2 people here, and we do have the 2 of Cups here. So this could even be somebody that you were in a committed relationship with. It does say commitment. So this could be somebody you were committed to. We have 49 with chasing, pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. Look at that. Pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. Yeah, because again, like you could have thought this was like a twin flame or a, like a soulmate connection, but it ended up being a karmic connection. I can't even think right now. See, now I'm losing my thoughts. Yeah, it's exactly. This person wants you to kind of be like lost in thoughts. Oh, and in your mind. Oh gosh. Okay, so we got 2 cards here that fell. And we have escaping, 68. Avoiding, blocking, and pushing away. Look at that. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, and pushing away. Maybe you push these people away. Maybe you block them. And escaping here, it's like because of you doing that, it's like they want to mess with you mentally. Maybe they wanted you to think of them. Maybe they want you to be miserable, thinking of them or being, should I really have blocked them? Should I really have cut them out? Like, should I really walked away? Okay, 28, breaking down to a 10 with shallow, hollow, empty, and boredom. Look at that. This is somebody or people that are very shallow. And you probably just didn't connect like that with them anymore, because again, I do feel like at one time there was a connection here, there was a commitment here, but maybe you saw that they were hollow, that they were empty. Okay, let's go ahead and I feel like you might have kicked this person out, maybe out of your home. Maybe they lived with you too, because I'm getting like you kicked them out. Or you just kicked them out of your life, right? But I feel like you kicked them out, so maybe they might have lived with you. Where's this card? There it is. I see it. And we have 58, the runes. Look at that. The runes here with divination. So maybe you read the runes, or this person, likes to get divination readings on whatever type of divination method that might be. We have the confrontation. Whoa, look at that. What number is this? 52 breaking down to a 7. Look, light versus dark here with the confrontation. Yeah, you might have had a confrontation with this person. Again, that's why you walked away. That's why you blocked them. Blocking here. And they're like, oh no, you can't move on, because here we have the footsteps walking away. It says escaping. We have the footsteps walking away, escaping. But this person's like, oh no, you don't walk away from me. You don't escape from me. I'm going to leave you blocked and with me on your mind. This person wants you to be on their mind. And we have 17 working down 28 with anger. Look at that. This person is so angry. Look at that. She has like black running down her eyes. It could be makeup, but what the heck was that? Give me 1 second, please. Okay, sorry about that. I was like, what the hell was that noise outside? But it was one of the neighbors slamming the trunk of their car, just slamming it down. And see, anger, right? This person has anger. And like I said, there's like, looks like it's just black coming from her eyes. Like I said, it could be makeup, could be mascara, but it doesn't look like it's like, there's just this black coming out of her eyes. Like she's so angry. So, again, with the confrontation here, you might have had a confrontation with them and it made them angry. You probably confronted them over something. And again, I'm hearing like you kick them out. Either you kick them out of your home or you kick them out of your life. But this person is very angry over that. Okay, let's get you some of these cards here. Okay. And we have point of view, perspective. Point of view. See, again, it's like they're trying to mess you with your perspective, with how you see things and how you feel about things. What is your point of view, right? They're definitely trying to mess with your mind. And we have you inspire me. Look at that. Somebody's painting. This person might be an artist. It says you inspire me. Maybe at one time they said you inspire them to do things, or you push them to do something good for themselves. Like you might have helped them at one time. And again, now it's like they're feeling all this anger towards you. It's like that pretty picture that they once painted of you is no more. It's like now they're painting with all this anger. Okay, let me see. Get some tarot. The Ace of Swords as I'm cutting it. Look at that. The Ace of Swords. Clarity. Truth. Okay. And we have the Chariot. Cancer energy here moving forward. This person definitely doesn't want you moving forward. They want you to, again, stay stuck. And especially in your mind. Be at that crossroads in your mind. And just constantly be stuck. This guy here kind of looks like a magician. And we do have the magician here in the reverse. And this guy looks like a magician here. So I'm getting that magician illusion, you know. So again, it's like somebody trying to mess with your mind. Give you illusions of something. Okay. And we have the star in the reverse. Aquarius energy. Very interesting with the star in the reverse. They want to make you feel hopeless too. And again, it's about like your mind, your beliefs, what you're thinking, and they want you to feel hopeless. And she's like submerged in the water. They want you to feel hopeless. Oh, okay. And we have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is a very passionate energy, very spirit driven. I feel like they want you to lose your inspiration, right? You inspire me. And this is inspiration here. It's like they want you to lose your inspiration, your drive to maybe even do the things that you like to do. You know, maybe you like to paint, maybe you like to draw, maybe you're some type of artist or creator, because we do have the star here in the reverse. And it's kind of like they don't like your star to shine. This person does not like your star shining. They want to submerge it into that water. How she's in the water. They want to like dunk you into that water and bury you in that water so that you don't come out, so that you don't shine. Okay, we have the Tower. Wow, the Tower in the reverse. Aries and Scorpio energy. You have three major arcanas out of the four cards. Three are major arcana. Wow. And this Tower in reverse definitely just, it tells me this person's wanted to kind of, again, take you down, submerge you into that water, and get you to have, you know, just messed up situations where you're falling apart. This tower, it gets knocked down, right? It falls. And so I feel like this person is trying to make you fall, to have a lot of falls. Oop, I just dropped the card too. Let me get one more. Hold on, let me get one more. I want to get one more. I also feel like they don't want you to, again, it's like standing out. They don't want you to be so attractive. Maybe you're somebody that's attractive, or other people find you very attractive. And this is somebody that doesn't want you to stand out like that anymore. They don't want you to, you know, have that quality about you, that magnetism about you, because with the Ace of Wands here and the star in the reverse, I do feel like you have a star quality to you, but that this person doesn't like it. And that's like something they've tried to snuff out. It's like your light. And again, we did have the confrontation, right? Where the darkness is confronting the light. The darkness is attacking the light, and the light's just holding a shield to protect itself. But the darkness is coming full force. Look at. So I do feel like that's what this person here has done. It's like they've attacked your light. And then we have the Six of Swords. Look at that. Look, moving away, moving on again. It's like you probably block them. and moving away. You probably moved away from this person, you kicked out this person, or something, right? Maybe you lived with them, you kicked them out, or you moved out, but here's like you separated yourself from them, you moved on, and that's not something they like. And you know, and they're like, oh no, I'm going to make the tower fall for you. Mm. And on the bottom, look, Ace of Swords, but it's in the reverse. Again, look, it's that mental clarity, but now here on the bottom, it's in the reverse. They want to mind F you. You know what I mean? Definitely want you to be mind F'd. Wow. Hmm. And this is the mutable signs, right? The mutable signs are able to go with the flow. It's that change energy where it's like the end of the season. The mutable signs, it's like the end of the season going into a new season. So it's like, again, it's like they put blocks on that, so where you're not able to move into that new season of life, that new season of change, that new season of new beginnings for you. They've blocked that for you. There's that trunk again slamming down. See, they want to close those things. They want to slam down those things. I don't know if you can hear that trunk trying to close that trunk. Oh, and on the bottom we do, on the back of the stone, we do have the word health here. Look, your health. And I do feel like they've also tried to, you know, affect your physical health, but mainly your mental health here. Okay, your mental health here. You might want to light a blue candle. Blue candle is really good for the mind, for the health, physical too. A purple one also. You can either do a purple candle or a blue candle and set the intention for you to have clarity in your thoughts, in your thinking, in your words, you know, because somebody is trying to block those things. Okay. They're trying to block your forward movement too. They're really trying to keep you stuck, is what I'm seeing, to keep you from moving forward. All right, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, Dalmatian Jasper, I always like to associate the piles with an element, but since we're only doing 3 piles, we're going to do modalities, and the modality of associated this pile with is fixed. So you could be Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio. Okay, we know that the fixed signs are very like, they stick to one thing, they stick to it, and you can't really get them to budge with that. And that's what I'm kind of getting with the Dalmatian Jasper too. You know, it makes me think of the Dalmatian dog, and the dogs are very loyal, right? They stick through you, they stick by you through thick and thin. They're always at your side, very loyal. But this stone is for grounding, for self-love too, for connecting, um yeah, for the connection of love. And it also helps with like feeling the vibrations of like the situation, the room, and people. So it's really good at helping with figuring out the vibrations. It's also said to be really good for like igniting the flames of passion, you know what I mean, in the bedroom, whether with a partner or with yourself. But it's supposed to help like rekindle those feelings of passion in you, of drive, of wanting to do things. So maybe helping you with your creativity too, things that you want to do. It's associated also with the root chakra. And again, that's about being solid, right? The root chakra is like your foundation, your environment, what's established you, how you feel. So this could also have to do with somebody maybe you were in a relationship with, you know, maybe somebody that you had known for a long time, right? And maybe they wanted to rekindle something with you, or maybe they wanted to affect you in your relationships, something like that too, if they put some type of spell work on you. It could be to maybe affect you with yourself too, with your self-love, and also with like love in general, with any relationship. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, we're going to pull 5 cards from the pile you selected. 5 cards, please. We have the sun. Look at that Leo energy, and Leo is one of the fixed signs here. So you might be a Leo, or this person might be a Leo, but again, it's like that vitality, right? That energy. And then we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse, something that is over with somebody and they don't want it to be over. We have these 2 little like devils here dancing in the sun. And so I do feel like this could have maybe even been I guess a love situation that is over, but this other person doesn't seem to want it to be over. And again, the fixed signs are like that, so this person could be a fixed sign. Okay, and we have Temperance in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I do feel like this is a person that wants to affect your relationships. So either you were in a relationship with them and they didn't want it to end, or they want to bring an end to your relationships. So it's almost like if I can't have you, nobody can type of thing. Or they're just jealous or they want your person. We have the Nine of Cups here in the reverse. Oops. Oh, the cards almost fell. Oh, and I bent this one. What is this? I ended up bending it. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Look at that. So this could be somebody that you were with or that wanted your partner is what I'm getting. It's like they wanted to, and it was the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like they wanted to split whatever you had going with somebody. We have the Page of Pentacles here. Look at that. This could have been somebody that was offering you to be with them and you turned them down. But maybe you turned them down because you were like, oh, I'm already in a relationship or something like that. And it's almost like they want to break that up. Here on this Nine of Cups, it is a genie coming out of the lamp that he rubbed. So it's in the reverse. So I feel like, I don't want to say, but I feel like this person has had thoughts of you being with them and you might have rejected them. And they're like, oh no. Interesting. Okay. Let me get some of these cards here. I want to see if this person has done some type of spell work. But I do feel like they want their wish here with the genie, right? Wishing. Their wish is for like your relationships to end because it almost seems like they either want you or want what you have or who you have. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have curse. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they've done a curse. 59. Hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. Look at that. Okay. Right away, curse. Yeah, they've done some type of spell work. They put a curse on you. Again, I feel like it's to end whatever you've had going. It's to break it up. Definitely break up here. Okay, we have abandoned, left out, walked away, and cold. 40 breaking down to a 4. Wow, this person might have felt abandoned by you because, again, I feel like you rejected them. So here's left out, where they are feeling left out. With this card image, I'm feeling like winter vibes here. So this could have been around the winter time, Christmas time, holiday season. Where this happened, with you, with this person, or where maybe you noticed something happening with you that was off. But I'm feeling like the winter holiday season, something happened here. Also feeling Capricorn. Okay. We have open heart, 14 breaking down to a 5, which is very much the Dalmatian storm. Yeah, they've caused the storm. The Dalmatian stone, and also like rose quartz, that type of vibe with this stone. And then here with the open heart, just kind of look like a rose, right? Like rose quartz. Okay, it says receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. 14 breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. So this person has wanted you to feel vulnerable, right? Vulnerable to them. Maybe for you to be like in a breakup and then go to them because you'll be vulnerable and they'll catch you in a vulnerable state, and then that way they can get you. We have distracted here, sidetracked, change, and delays. Exactly. Sidetracked, change, and delays is what they want for you. Again, they want you to go off into something else to where you're going to be able to maybe fall into their arms. They want that type of thing. Like that's kind of what they're thinking. That you're going to be, so distraught that you're going to fall into their arms. Ooh. And oops, we have sorrow. Look, loss, grief, and depression. Wow. And we have healing here, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. So you've been healing. You've been healing, right? And you know, it says sorrow and healing, loss, depression, and grief. So maybe you've gone through something, and again, this person wants to be the one, to be that shoulder you lean on, because obviously they have some other intentions here to get with you. Very interesting. I feel like this person doesn't want you to have stability so that they can become your stability, which is crazy, right? That's what I'm getting here. Like, this person doesn't want you to have any kind of stability with anyone, even with yourself, so that they can become your stability. Almost like become dependent on them or something like that, which is crazy. And this doesn't have to just be like love related, to where they maybe want to be with you in a love situation, but they definitely do want you to lose your love life, or whatever people you have in your life, so that they become the only one. You know what I mean? So that they become um, your sun. They become your sun, your moon, your stars, your everything. And then here we have the two little devils dancing, right? Like, this is how they would want it to be. So it's like they would want to bring a whole lot of darkness into your life, so that they can be that light, that sunlight that comes in. Kind of gives me that like knight in shining armor type vibes, you know, somebody that wants to do that. Somebody that has kind of like that God complex, that savior complex. Craving something real. Look at that, craving something real. This person wants you to want them. Yeah, I'm broken but open. I'm hopeful to love again. Look at that. Yeah, I feel like, again, you've rejected this person, and they're like, oh, but you know, I still want to be with you. I'll give you a chance if you'll have me. Keeping up appearances. When your relationship is fake as hell, but you're trying to hold it together for social media. Wow. So this person might have also said this about your relationship, or they might be or been in a relationship that is fake as hell, but keeping up appearances for social media. Okay, we have escapist, Pisces here. Overly trusting and closed off. We do have Pisces energy. Escapist, overly trusting and closed off. Very interesting. Okay. All right, let's get you. Did I get the evil eye cards? No, huh? Okay, let's get the evil eye. Pisces is a mutable sign, so yeah, this person wants to have something like abrupt change here for you. They want you to have this tower moment. Didn't we have the tower here, or was that the other pile? Yeah, because I feel like they want you to have a tower moment, so that they can come in and like fix things for you, or supposedly fix things, right? Okay, it's too many cards. You will witness their karma. Wow, 72 breaking down to a 9. You will witness their karma. This person's going to get their karma for this curse that they've done, you know? Okay, it says 53 breaking down to an 8. Hating on your body image exercise routine. Hating on your body image. Wow, okay. And 78, return to sender, backfired on them. So whatever they've done is going back to them. You know, maybe they're the ones that are going to be dumped and left out. Maybe they're in a relationship and you're in a relationship, and they want you to break up with your person, but they still have a person. You know what I mean? But whatever they've done, it's backfiring, you know? And here with hating on your body image, it's like, again, this is a stone kind of like for self-love, for feeling yourself, for feeling good about yourself, for feeling passionate about yourself, for feeling, good in your own skin. And I do feel like maybe they want you to feel some type of way about yourself so they can be like, oh no, you look good, you look beautiful, you're the best. And so then you can kind of fall for them. Okay, we have black obsidian. Okay, carries a calming and positive energy that can help remember to look on the bright side of things. Wow, so with the black obsidian, it says to help look on the bright side of things. Yeah, when things get dark, it does help, with those bright things, but it also helps block out negativity. And so here, like looking on the bright side of things with the sun, again, I feel like this person wants you to look at them like after all the darkness, they're the bright thing that's there for you. They are the sun that's there for you. So, working with some black obsidian might help. Also with some Dalmatian Jasper, some rose quartz too is what I'm getting here for you. Because this person is definitely sending like a lot of negativity, but they think doing that is going to be a gain for them. For you having all these negative feelings or situations is going to give them some type of gain, which is dumb, right? But that's how they're seeing it. They're seeing it as like, I'm gonna have a gain. Once this person is like at their lowest, I'm gonna have a gain because then I'll have them crying to me, or I'll have them telling me their troubles or whatever, and they think it's going to be a gain to them. Oh my gosh, all these cards. I think I saw one that said contact. Spying on you is part of their daily routine. Okay, so they spy on you as part of their daily routine, like after breakfast. Oh, let me go spy. I don't. Wow. Okay. This might be somebody too that is like, that's like, oh, you always fall for like the bad boys, the bad girls. Why don't you try me? I'm a good guy. I'm a good girl. Like that type. You know what I mean? Like this is somebody really convinced that you're going to be like, okay, let's give this a whirl. Okay, we have the star here, Aquarius energy. We had it in pile 2, but it was in the reverse. You have it in the upright. Aquarius energy. This is hope here. This is hope. So this person is being very hopeful that this curse is like leading towards them. That this is leading to, again, a gain for them. That your loss of a relationship or whatever this is going to be a gain for them. Okay, and then we have the Hermit here, Virgo energy. This person feels lonely too, is what I'm getting. So even if this person is in a partnership, they feel lonely with that person. And they might want you to feel lonely because, again, I feel it's almost like they want you to be at your lowest so that they can, somehow get you. Okay. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They definitely do want you to have a loss here, a loss of relationship, a loss of finances, of like going broke with everything, even going broke within yourself is what I'm feeling, especially with the Dalmatian stone. They want you to be like broken on the inside. Is what I'm getting. Like that's going to give them some type of pleasure for you to be broken on the inside, whether it's for you to like be with them or just it's going to give them pleasure, right? Like I said, to see you broken on the inside. It's almost like I'll put you back together, I'll mend you. And then we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. He's holding matches here. This is somebody very petty. This is somebody very petty, and he has matches and he's like starting a fire. So I feel like, again, this person is trying to create something here with whatever curse they did. Breakup. They maybe have done like a breakup or something like that. Then with the matches makes me think of fire. They did some type of ritual with using fire magic to cause some type of breakup, tower moment for you. Yeah, this could be a masculine. Okay. And this is the Seven of Swords in the reverse, deception. Oh, wow. And on the bottom, we have justice. Look at that. We have justice here. Libra energy. Okay. And you did have this card. You will witness their karma. So that with the justice card on the bottom from this curse that they've done, this hex, witchcraft, negative energy that they sent your way, you're going to see it. You're going to see how it's going to play out for them. You know, they're thinking it's going to work for them. It's going to be in their favor, and you're going to see how it's going to go back to them. Further lies, further deception. I feel like this person wants to isolate you, for you to feel alone, for you to feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, nobody to turn to, no friends, no love, no nothing. And again, I feel like that's where they feel that's their victory. But it's not going to turn out that way. Not the way they want. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, so like I said, maybe with the black obsidian, how that card said, yeah, carry maybe a black obsidian with you. Also rose quartz. Maybe a Dalmatian Jasper too. Um, hmm. All right, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates. I'll talk to you later. Bye.